Alright everyone, welcome back to episode 6 of my Shadowrun Returns playthrough. It's JRSEVERYN here with you. Whoops, definitely not want to start a new game. Alright, where we left off with last episode is we had just arrived at the South Seattle docks. And we are going towards another murder scene that the Ripper had committed. We had got contacted by Dresden, the coroner, via our comlink. And so we ended up leaving the Seamstress Union, taking a cab and heading out over here. Just to recap a little bit from last episode. There wasn't a whole lot that happened last episode. We ended up finding that Sam Watts had a sister, Jessica Watts, who I imagine we're going to end up finding down the road here. Coyote got a new arm, cybernetic. It's looking pretty hot, looking pretty solid. And what else? There was a bunch of other stuff in the basement of the Seamstress Union. A couple gun shop, the doctor who had some cybernetic implants, some Cyberdock with some decking tools in that too. There was I think it was a shaman down there as well, selling some magic and that. Fortunately, didn't get a drone upgrade, so I'm still rocking out with the Class C drones I have. I'm trying to think what else happened. That was pretty much most of the storyline coming up to here. So let's continue. Streetwalker. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time though. That was it? What a disappointment. Oh. Lone Star Guard. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly. He looks like he might shoot something on the whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. Are you looking to get dusted, street scum? I'm working with the coroner, Bronze. Open the gate. I'm here to see the body at the NTSB warehouse. I'm the new maintenance guy. This is my first day in etiquette security, which we don't have. I'm a special assistant to the coroner. You met him, right? He needs me to get things off tall shelves for him. Because he's a dwarf and he's short. Alright, I'm working with the coroner, Bronze. Open the gate. Sure you are. And I'm Lothweir, the king of dragons. Beat it. You son of a bitch. Get out of here. Well, shit. Back to the streetwalker. Hey, you. Looking good for a good time? Not me. A friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner for 20 nuions. She looks at you knowingly. Alright, 20 buys you a 5-minute distraction, then I've got to get back to work to earn some real nuion. That's a big gun you have there. Where do I go? Well, this doesn't do anything. Can't swim across. Wouldn't be that light switch there. Can't jump the barbed wire fence. Oh. Oh. Oh, right here. Hey, that's mine. Who raised you? A pack of wolves? Their ladder is rightfully mine. 5 nuions. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? 5, eh? Sure. Maybe that new machine is still working. Let's get me over this fence, baby. 3 karma gain just for that? Interesting. But I'll take it, and I will now go into my intelligence. And we are going to level up drone combat to 5 for the extra 2 armor. And confirm. Let's see, there's a door over there. Let's see if there's anything else in the yard before I go in the door. Doubt there is nothing to loot. But yo, stop something over here. What do we got? Something good, something good, something good, something good. Phosphorus grenade. Machete concussion grenade. I don't know if I've seen the phosphorus grenade before. 8 damage, 2 AoE. Minus 4 HP for 3 rounds. So like an additional burn, it looks like. Ooh. Alright, in we go. Maybe not? Oh, okay. Yes, we are. Tip. Magical healing can only heal the most recent wound. Character. I read that one before, I'm pretty sure. Alright, the warehouse. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Officer Aguari's here. Might be McCluskey right there. Officer Aguari, you again. How'd you find out about this murder? The press hasn't even picked it up yet. Dresden called me. I read some tea leaves. Magic is real, you know. I have my sources. Listen, officer, I'm just trying to do right by my client. Mind if I look around? Whatever, I have better things to do, like find the Emerald City Ripper and make something of myself. We've gone through the researcher's computer, and I have suspicions that this is a copycat crime. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB stands for the National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. That'll get you killed quick. Spilling corpse secrets, not the wisest career choice. Nope. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Go check it out for yourself if you want. Shannon Halfsky. Shannon Halfsky, you're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? Nope. Who's the stiff? I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I've asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me, if I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? There's got to be a way to force him to talk. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. She looks at you, the flattery largely failing to affect her given the circumstances, but then inspiration dispels the dark cloud surrounding her. Perhaps my brother's spirit is too weak, that's a given. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. Oh. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of this place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. This better pay off, of course. I'll do what I can. The door is locked, but you might be able to bypass if you get under maintenance panel? Question mark? Let's talk to Dresden. Lady O-Face, still working for the dead man? He chuckles. As you can see, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like business is good for Dial Morgue these days. So what's the story with this one? You look like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet. Really, he does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any ideas which organ the Ripper was after this time? Nice hole where his chest was. So what was on the butcher's shopping list? Not quite how I'd want to go out. Any idea which organs he was after? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. So we got liver, eyes, lungs. The more I look at it though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Okay, is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy for each victim. Sam's liver, the guy's lungs. Any theory? Who's that woman over there? No clue, she just showed up. Mexican, I think. Which was Shannon Heff's guy. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective's shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was a massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it's an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. There's only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other 2. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. I'm going to take a look around. Good luck out there. You don't need to go right now. The old poster depicts a... What? It depicts a woman of some sort. What do we got here? Don't look at me like that, McCluskey. Let's see what we got in the lockers over here. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you see several of the dead man's personal items. Expect a toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. This appears to be the victim's log. Okay, yeah. Expect comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end, and when you take it off, it's a little shelf. Your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking after. You pocket the comb. This appears to be the victim's... Oh, okay, we're done here. Man, I don't know how many times I'm going to try to read that same thing over and over. The computer is locked with a two-factor encryption key. Key 4, send a dummy token upstream and packet. Okay, we can't do anything with the computer. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring. The earring is made out of a burnished steel formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. Inspect the dented lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Inspect the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PDA and 200 million has been added to your account. Oh yeah. Take that any day of the week. What do we got here? There's an open vent on this wall. It's too small for you to fit through, but you might be able to send a drone through to open the door on the other side. Send your drone through. Your drone fits through the door, buzzes to the left, and activates the door lock. Very nice, very nice. Let's see what's on the ground over here. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. This could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the shoe pile. Sorting through the shoes, you realize that there are 3 shoes with no matching pair. A left blue sneaker, a right red high heel pump, and a left black dress shoe. Inspect the dress shoe. The dress shoe is a black lace up with a rubber sole. Inspect the high heel pump. The pump is a department store knockoff of an Italian brand. It is otherwise unremarkable. Inspect the sneaker. The sneaker is a child's and has musty, sweaty smell. Oddly, you get a sort of shock as if from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman is looking for. You take the shoe. Leave the shoe pile. Okay. No, maybe this door opens? Well, it just led me in for nothing? Oh, no, right there. You find a magnetic screwdriver. Okay. Can be used to open unsecured wall panels. Like this wall panel? Ah, comes in neatly unscrewed. Very nice. What's here? Looks like an old diary. Ooh, let's see. This appears to be the diary of a teenage girl. Whoops. Okay. Talk to the shaman. And give her all the items. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me too long to... What the hell is all of this? God damn it, McCluskey. Get out of here. What? You were never here. Officer Guerri trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? That's her brother, makes it her business. Watch her tone, she's in mourning. Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret, or worse, something I'd enjoy. Ooh, karma gained 5. Oh, that was kind of weird how they ran back up there a second time. Oh, 6 karma points. Ooh. Definitely do no level intelligence. The next one is, oops, not decking. Nothing. 1 AP. But man, that's like 18 points. God damn. Seven, give me the drone. S drone, 10 accuracy. Definitely want to get 7 actually. Keep pumping them up. Shouldn't have Sky. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful that you were able to collect the items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these will help domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. We'll come back later once the coast is clear. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for very long. Not looking good now, but do you have any plans for this evening? A little break and entering, perhaps, under cover of darkness. You sure you're up for this? It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of this. As long as you can deliver and make it worth my while. If it means your brother's killer doesn't take another life, then yes. Maybe a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Whatever your reasons, I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find these kind of peoples we need. You could say that. The best money I can buy, just smile. Good, I'll put up the money, which is 4,000. Wow. If you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled nuyen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here tonight at midnight. Spirits will be strong then. Imagine we go get Paco and Coyote. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comm link chirps, and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Hey, Lady O-Face. You're in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star. Same old thing. I hear you. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats, ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Whiz. I don't know what whiz means. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on high amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since, trying to find him. You're on a crusade. Maybe that's what Mrs. Kubota calls it. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me right now, but I can use another hand. You in? I need you right now. On my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. They need my backup. They need my help. They need my drones. I'll help Coyote and Paco, and then maybe Paco and Coyote will help us later. Before midnight. Oops, I did not read that. But it was Coyote's crusade. Coyote, thanks for meeting us. Lady O-Face, I owe you one. Null Sweat, I figure you can use the backup. Maybe I can find a way to make this pay off. Let's get it done. I have a killer to find. Null Sweat. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BTL squats. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen, I got some good news for you. You all know Sam's sister Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of these squads past the door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up there. Set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, I don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. BTL Clocker. The orc looks twitchy. His eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lips and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Hoi hoi, how are you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? Coyote. She leans in, whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker. Trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has the signal device for the guys inside. You want to go on a ride? You sell BTLs, right? What kind of rides can I go on? How does this place operate? How do I get in? You don't think you're hurting people selling this dreck? Just let me in. You sell BTLs, right? He grins, lopsided grin. Oh yeah, chummer. Oh yeah. Better than life. Definitely better. Dream chips. Mind benders. Sim slim. Sim stim? Sim sense without peak limits. High octane intensity. What kind of rides can I go on? We got it all. All of it. We got it all. Yeah. What you want to do? You want to do some crime? You want to be bad? We can hook you up. Don't roll that way. Want to be a hero? Be a hero. We got fairy tale direct chummers love. You name it. And you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging. Don't matter what the trip as long as there's slagging involved, right? Coyote eyes are hard. Her pupils tight with little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff too, don't you? The clocker looks around, more nervous now. Yeah, maybe. For the right price, you can feel it. What's it like to die? What's it like to kill? How does this place operate? How do I get in? That's the best part. The best part! It's a lab. They test the new stuff here. The hottest dreck. You can place a special order and they'll make it happen. You buy a pass card from the guy at the door. It'll get you in and out anytime you want. Then you can buy a deal and slot right there. Our guy guards you while you're chipping. Safest way, chumma, safest way. Don't you think you're hurting people selling this dreck to them? His eyes stop rolling. He's focused on high alert. You want to step back off of that? You want to step way the hell back? This is sprawl biz, chumma. It's the biz of the people, and by the people, it's for the fragging people. So slot off with that useless. So slot off with that unless you're looking to get hurt. Guess I'm just looking to hurt. Punch him. Glass jaw. The woman is probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friend. Don't slot that direct to selling. BTLs are killers. Then most of all, there's most of all. You sound like you know from experience. She pulls her hair back to show you. No implant. Then her mouth tightens and her eyes well up in tears. I do. I know. I lost my husband, lost my son, my daughter. They used to record. Oof. Rough. Tears stream down her face. Do you have a passport to get in there? No, but Jamal has. My son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he gave it up. If he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. What kind of guards do they have on this place? She looks around, frightened, whispers. They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Ooh. Japanese mafia? Oh man. How many and what kind of firepower? There's a guy on the door, Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough. Blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. She's amped already. 5 or 6? That's not so bad. We have the surprise on our side. Any chip heads in the lab? Yep, all day, all night, and they can be dangerous too. Chip heads dangerous? Once someone's chipped, they can send them on any program they want, make them do whatever, turn them into whores, killers, anythings. We're looking for a kid named Gino. Know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips. Like their little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning. He hasn't come out, so I imagine he's riding a dream chip. Gotta go. That's my cue. Who do we got here? Jamal. Charlie. Charlie's an orc with an expression of boredom and one milky eye. He drones through his standard patter. Need to pass 50 Nuyen each. 150 Nuyen for the lot of ya. That'll let you come and go as you please. You can chip in there and we'll keep you safe while you ride. BTL chips are separate costs, last about 3 hours. Prices vary, but those vary. Buy those inside. Sucker punch him in his blind eye. Strength 4, fix him with a stare. I don't think we need passes, do you? Don't have strength 4. Charisma 4, which I don't have either. I want to take a look around first. If the selection's good, we'll give you 200 Nuyen on your way out. Let's just pay the 150. Jamal's in here and he has a chip for the one son. Just minding my own business. Oh, maybe I could have got the chip to get in from him. Maybe that's what she was saying. Well, dag nabbit. Some action going on in here. Keep on moving, cross the bridge. Okay, across the bridge. Don't see anything over here. Can't go down there. Yep, this could be a fight. The entire floor of this tenement has been given over to a chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed out Decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. BTL security. The shotgun wielding thug squeaks in panic. It's the crew that took out Stevie J's place. I told you it was only a matter of time. Oh, damn it. Yakuza Decker, the man with the cyber deck, calmly speaks with a heavy digitalized voice. You messed with the wrong BTL lab, aho. This is a Yakuza operation. With a push of a button, I can make these teakers turn into my own personal killer peppers. You're fragged. Coyote, Leo face, don't attack any of the chip heads. They don't know what they're doing, and you could hurt Gino. No civilian casualties, got it. I have a concussion grenade, better than fragging the tweakers if they get caught in the middle. Where are they? 1, 2, 3. Right? Chiphead woman, chiphead dwarf, chiphead man. There's a BTL operator, so that one can definitely take it. Let's get going here, baby. Down she goes. What was that, 2? Wasn't paying attention. That was 2. You derp. Oh, I see. So the inner square is 1 and the outer square is 2. It's been a while since I've been in combat. Can I shoot from here? Probably not. Let's go over here. Oh, I should actually Oh, she's got a shotgun. Is that a BTL or is that a... Oh, Jesus, a bunch of them that just came in. Oh my god, there's somebody in the back! Oh no! Huh. Oh, I missed. I got one of them. Can I use this thing here? No, it looks like it's part of the... Oh, I don't know if this is gonna hit her or not. Oh, that missed? 75% chance! Uh-oh. This drone's going down for the hit. Well, that dude's definitely dead. Like, okay. That's great. Objection failed. Optional. Do not let any chip heads die. Nothing I can do about that. I mean, he kind of stepped in the way and apparently got shot by that magic attack. So. I mean, if I maybe got to this decker sooner, maybe it would have worked. Better than life database management system. Forcibly end the puppet's BTLs or walk away. Well, probably could have been some karma or some experience or something like that. Where did this dude person come from? Why is there so many spirits? I am confused by what's going on there. Oh, Gino's dead. Oh. that's Gino. Yeah, that's Gino. At least Gino's still alive. Too bad I couldn't get the civilians to stay alive. Well, I'm being a decker. Yeah, I mean, if I was a decker, coulda linked in. You eject the BTL Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than the other chipheads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. Wow, what the hell? Who slotted me out? Who fraggin' slotted me out? Coyote's shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. Gino looks at her glazed eyes. No recognition. Slot me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist, stops him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp, and he staggers back, reaches under his shirt, and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him, horrified, while tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around blindly, wildly. Back off. Just back the hell off. Take it easy, Gino. We're backing off. You're brain burden, kid. You gotta get off the chips now. Drop the gun, Gino. No, you don't. You can't understand what it's like out here. I'm naked. I gotta slot in. Get away. He points the gun at Coyote. You're not gonna stop me. I'm fragging killing you first. Gino, no. I'm sorry, Carla. I'm so sorry. Coyote looks to you, tears in her eyes. He was totally zoned. You had no choice. He was beyond help, Coyote. I'm sorry, but he's at rest now. He was shooting. You had to take him out. I'm not stopping. Not now, not ever. She looks at Paco, back at you, the angel of death. A real rain is coming to Seattle and it's going to wash the scum off the streets, and I'm going to burn every mother fragging BTL shop in the sprawl until they are gone. Every mother fragging one. Tip, press shift plus enter to immediately end your turn. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about Ripper. But getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support. In case the dreck hits the fan, the Seamstress Union will have exactly what you need. A fixer, finding this necessary middleman, and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth the Union. It's their job to have their contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need, magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Nova Hot Decker for matrix work. Running the shadows is a life of death, a gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Alright, my full life? Yes. Alright, John Bartlett is there. Mission objectives in the next room over there. I am going to end the episode here, getting back to the Seamstress Union. When I get back on for episode 7, we'll continue on from here, get the group we need rounded up, and head on over to that warehouse to get this shaman in for the spirits and that, so she can see what happened to her brother. Alright, everyone have a good night. This is JRSEVERYN out of here. Take care.